chat. And remember, if you were registered, they'll have that replay. Yes, so, so good. I know for me, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to re-listen to this. I want to re-listen to that. And then on our field advisory board call today, we were talking about Julie, how she kept everything on the science so amazing and so simple, but so powerful at the same time. So yeah, just so good. So just remember, you have 30 days, I believe, to have access to all of that. So really just dive in. And if anybody didn't get to see it, make sure that they got to see it. Record clips from any of it as takeaways. Whenever you're ready, Sean, I know you're getting stuff. Oh, are we already streaming?
We're going. You were talking, so
Going. All right. Okay, you recording too? You got recording, honey?
yeah, I got it all.
You got it all. Okay, well, let's get the party started then. Hi, everybody. Sean and Michelle here. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. And we were just going through everyone that just joined LifeVantage, joined the One Person Big Difference family. And we just want to give a huge shout out. We just posted them in the One Person Big Difference Facebook page. So if you see them in there, welcome them there. But let's give a round of applause and a welcome and so much love in the chat and everything here. Welcome to LifeVantage. Welcome to the One Person Big Difference family. I am not kidding you. Oh, you couldn't have joined if you are brand new at a better time. Put in the chat if all of you out there that have been here for a while, even month, 2 month, 3 months, year, 2 years, if you would agree. We just got home into our beds about 3 o'clock in the morning last night from being with incredible Carrie and Maria Williams and their families who we met through LifeVantage. They were at our very first meeting, and it was their 50th birthday, and then this week is Maria's 60th birthday, and they're still there celebrating away. But we have just been doing non-stop Zooms since the moment we woke up this morning, literally till just now, of people that are looking at LifeVantage, people asking questions, people excited about tomorrow. Let's see in the chat. Let's see what's happening tomorrow at LifeVantage. It is exciting times. Yes, Tanya, such exciting time. Does anybody know what's happening tomorrow? Aaron Brockovich, baby. Yes. Do you know who Aaron Brockovich is, you guys? I'm sure most of you do. And if you don't, no, we are beyond blessed to have Aaron Brockovich, who's on our board of directors and has been for quite some time. Every time I get on a flight, I always pop up the movies, and it's always there. Julia Roberts as Aaron Brockovich. It's so cool. And then I'm just constantly reminded of the blessing that we have here at LifeVantage. I want you just to own that and to understand, to have a woman like this who is a warrior for all things good, for exposing anything bad, to be there for people when they need it, and to lift them up and to empower them in so many things. Aaron Brockovich, our CEO, Steve Fife, and others from corporate tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central are going to be doing what they're calling a town hall, a question and answer, all things LifeVantage. So make sure you guys get anybody that wants to hear Aaron Brockovich and from our humble, beautiful CEO, why the timing is now for LifeVantage. Why is this? You know, Carrie Dickey will always say, it's basically like we have a 200 million startup company, right? We don't have the risks of new startups. We've got the stability. We have no debt. We've got science. Has anybody heard they talk about a new product launch coming and a new category coming this Saturday? Put in the chat, put a 1 if anybody is excited about that. We also got approval today to start talking some more about that. So we'll talk more about that later, but so excited about that. So make it your focus tonight after this call. Text, voice message. Who are your customers, your raving fan customers? Who are people out there that are looking for an opportunity? Who out there is just a strong business person? They're going to want to hear about it. I would want to get on a call with Aaron at any point, right? Just to learn, just to learn and grow. Get them on that. And then I want you to know, yes, it's going to be recorded. With that being said, technology is real. anything can happen, right? It will be recorded. The day after, we don't know who yet. We were talking on our field advisory board call today, and we said we really need an opportunity meeting immediately following that. So put a 2 if you'd like to invite your people to hear about the product line, more about the business, everything in the chat. So we said, let's bring on a scientific advisory board member and somebody strong on the business and then company, and the culture. So Sean Craig Poe, who is here with us tonight, it sounds like he's going to be doing the business side of things on Wednesday for the company. We're not sure who is going to be doing the product side yet, but so stand by. It'll probably be around the same time on Wednesday in the US, but just stand by for those details because that'll be a powerful, powerful opportunity call to get the whole shebang there going too. And after that call tomorrow, you guys, I highly recommend getting with your team, your leaders, and saying, let's plan on doing a Zoom immediately following for anybody that wants to hop on and discuss things. I highly, highly, highly recommend, texting your people, reminding them moments before the call goes live. Make sure that you guys are on early. The call as of now is going to max out at 1,000 participants. So that means if we do not want your guests or you to miss out. Okay, so I would say minimum 15 minutes early, maybe 30 minutes. Okay, so whatever you guys think, but make sure your guests are on early and muted and whatnot, because we don't want them to be missing out on that. So, and then the 25th, are you guys liking the end of the month and the beginning of the month calls that the field advisory board's been doing, really helpful and whatnot? That's going to be happening again too. So come with value, value, value for that. And they'll be going over very important things. So keep your eyes in One Person Big Difference Telegram and Facebook and your emails for all of those details. But so excited. Alaska. Anybody here? Let's put a 3 in the chat if you want to go on an Alaskan cruise. Yes. Oh my gosh. I've had some people say that's their total bucket list deal. And more than anything, you guys, it's community. It's being together. It's relationship building. It's the stories. It's the vision. It's creating so much. So even if you're like, I've done it before. You got to be thinking of like how the impact is for you, for yours, and then just owning it and the strategy behind it. I know everybody is really digging into the how-tos on that, so we're going to go through some of that. But the company has double enrollment points this month, you guys. Double enrollment points. I don't want you to be at the last end of the month of qualifications. You're like, oh shoot, I wish I really would have taken the opportunity to do those double enrollment points that first month. Because sometimes when it's at the end, that's when we really have the fire within us because we're like, I got to get it done, right? What if we acted as if this was the last month for it and really owned these double enrollment points this month? What can you do? Put some thoughts into the chat. What could you do and who's committed to this last week or so of really, really blessing? I mean, we have Erin Brockovich tomorrow, you guys. And then, another opportunity, and we will get on Zooms. And I know your leaders and team here, they will get on as many Zooms as needed to help people with this blessing that we have here. We have so many people that need what we have. So let's just really get all of that within us. Registering for Kansas City. Who's registered? Put a 5 in the chat. I know I skipped 4, but 5 is like a high 5. Put a 5 in the chat if you've registered for Kansas City. Make sure you are registered after this call if you are not. Yes, why? Never miss an event, number 1. We still, in 13 and a half years, have never missed an event. Why? Because they told us if you really want to do this, you can't miss it. And you guys, that new product, it's going to be, right? Things are going to be happening. Then have you guys been seeing some of the rumblings of it? Whoo. I've got so much to share for that, but make sure that you absolutely do not miss that. And the other incentive, and Sean's going to cover this, you guys, people earning commissions. Did you see that this month? Earning 75% of it and then beyond the next month, and then the next month 50 and 25. So he'll get into that. But I just want to, before I pass it over to him, really, really emphasize, you guys, what you have your hands on. And really, really take it into your heart and think about others. Sometimes we get fears within ourselves, or we think about the things that we're going to say to others, or we don't want to sound silly, or we don't want to sound pushy and salesy. Be you. Be authentically you. Share with your heart. Share with, conviction and passion. I remember some years ago when Eric Worre was at one of our events, we have the only natural product that's been studied by the National Institute of Health and Aging, you guys, that shows that we extend what? Put it in the chat. He said, you guys need to get loud. We need to help people be healthy and have abundant lives, right? We've got to do that. We have Olympians on our products, the skincare. People are looking for clean alternatives to skincare, hair care, right? How many of you here use the Axio brain mapping video? Does the world need that? I don't know. We went to bed, like I said, at 3 o'clock last night. Sean's laughing at me because I've had like 6 of these today, but it's how I've gotten through. So there's been a lot of people that have been with some different companies, and they're looking at LifeVantage and they're like, wow, you guys have stuff for animals. You guys have stuff for the brain. You guys have stuff for every cell in the body. You have it for the hair, the skin, the energy. They're just like, what? And now weight management. We have a gift for the world. And so, Sean, I'm going to pass it over to you, but I really, 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 you guys, no hype. It's time to really just double down and take ourselves out of the equation to bless people, right? To really, really go and make a difference. So, Sean Paul.
All right. Stuff. She's fired up, I guess.
Well, I could keep going, but
I know. I was watching. That's good. That's good. So are you guys excited about this? Anybody have ideas of exactly what this new product is? So quiet in the chat. There's a few people, but an
Activator Grant says, who else has ideas? I think people have lots of ideas.
There we go. There we go.
Hormone help and activated GLP blood sugar help. Let's see.
Now we're talking.
There we go.
We're talking. That silly commercial that I have to see all the time on the television. But yeah, super, super exciting. And I'm just going to say this, you guys. I would have the adult conversations with your team right now on who wants to have this blow up for them and change things for them, because the work that we put in right now is going to lead into how big of a launch that this is in October. And you can't go and redo that time that we have prior, this runway, this launch pad. So I would start talking with my team about that and really just identifying who wants to put their head down, the blinders on, and just run. I can tell you, for us, the past couple weeks, we've been doing more opportunity Zooms and 3-way calls and calls with corporate and getting other people on than in years and years and years. It's very similar in my mind, and we haven't even seen the product yet, as to what happened when collagen launched and the excitement levels that people had. And again, you have to be in and working for yourself to take advantage of what's about ready to blow up in the company. So you're going to hear lots more throughout, the next couple months on details and exactly what it is. And don't let that distract you from the normal behaviors that we have to be doing to get to the point that we can take advantage of this. Because again, you don't want to be reactionary, that you're starting to build or capture momentum in October, when you can lead up to that point, capture the momentum now, and just have that much more of an explosion that happens in October. So I want to pull up a few things that we have that are special that just got announced. And they changed a few things on Zoom. There we go. I think that will optimize sound so you can hear it. But the first thing I want to go over is that Alaska Cruise incentive trip. And I believe truthfully, the easiest path for this is going to be people that aren't even SC1 yet. Because all of the rank points that you can accumulate stack on each other. So if you can go from like SC1 to SC2 to SC3 to MC1, you're not going to get just the point difference between the levels like you have seen in some of the past incentive trips. You get the full points at each one, and you get all of the maintenance points if you're continuing to maintain those new ranks as well too. So this is going to be a qualification period that started July 1st. There was some points that you were available to get in June, but the official qualification period is July 1st through March 31st of 2025. We've got a 9-month window for you to qualify for this. And then it's got the trip dates down there, August 9th to 16th of 2025. You might want to take a screenshot of like a glacier or something like that, put it on your phone, just to give you kind of that fuel every time that you pick up your phone that you're going to earn this incentive trip. So I'm going to play the video that they just launched at the virtual. Good stuff. Good stuff. And one of the cool things with this, you guys, every single qualifier for the trip is going to get a balcony cabin on the cruise ship. So that's super, super cool. Michelle and I were fortunate enough to go with my parents and some of my other family, I would guess probably 8 years ago now. And if you have never seen a glacier in person, that color of blue, I have never seen anywhere else in the world. It's the coolest thing ever. And August is a much better month than when we went. I think we went in May, so it wasn't super cold, but it was still a little bit chilly. August is going to be a way, way better month to go out there. So how do you qualify? Earning 300 points. We'll go over the different tiers on that. Maintain a paid as rank of SC1 or above. And then do not drop more than one paid as rank below your baseline. We'll go through that here in a second as well too. And then earning 3 at least enroll tracks and retain tracks. You should be familiar with what those are. That's what we've been doing with the Rise Era since January 1st. And then I really want to highlight this because I know some people have lost out over the last 6 months on some of the tracks because they didn't have an active subscription template or an active subscription run. So ensure that you have that turned on your main position. It can be any product that you want. Have a subscription run so that you don't miss out on any points. Because again, we don't want you to go to the very end and be like, oh, I had 20 points that I should have got in July, but I didn't have my subscription turned on. So 3 different tiers for the trip. The first tier is going to get the trip for 2 people. That's at 300 points. Then it's going to add flight vouchers for the next 2 tiers, 750 if you hit tier 2, and then 1500 for tier 3 for those of us in the United States. International will get 1000 and 2000 dollars for their flights as well too. So the different ways that you earn rank advance, help somebody that you've personally enrolled rank advance, and then earn those Rise Era tracks. So it's simple 3-step process on the ways to earn points. Rank advancing. So they are going to take your baseline rank, which is your highest achieved paid as rank between December of 23 and the end of last month, June of 24. So December to June, whatever the highest paid as rank that you hit is your baseline rank for this. And then as you increase in those ranks, you're going to get that advancement month points. So you can see there for SC1, you'd get 20, and then it goes up to 200 for presidential. And then what you want to do is maintain those new ranks the next month to earn additional points. You can see there at SC1, it would be 10 additional points, so 30 for 20 for the first. Second month of maintenance would be 10, and then it goes back to the full points in the second consecutive month of maintenance. So they do have to be consecutive. You can't hit a rank and then fall back and then hit a rank and fall back. These are points given for hitting and maintaining those ranks. But again, as I stated earlier, they are stackable. So if you went SC1 to SC2 to SC3 to MC1, that's 20 points, 30, 40, 50. So that's 90 and another 50, 140 points just on the advancement month. That's not even counting all the points that you would stack up if you are in consecutive maintenance months, that next month and the month after that. So ton of points that you can get there, like I said, early on in the ranks. So I would not have, I don't think anybody should say that this one isn't doable for them. It will take energy, it's going to take effort, it's going to take work, but I think this is a really, really doable trip for everybody that is wanting to try to go for it. Then the next one is going to be the mentor points, and that's all of your personally enrolled consultants helping them rank advance. So we enrolled Tanya Sheldon, help her rank advance to EC2, we would get 45 points. Right on, right? And then how many points would she have gotten? She would have gotten 90 points for rank advancing to EC2. So really dig in with your directly enrolled and just see where they're at. Map it out with them. Make sure that they have that path in place. And remember, again, you do need the retain and enroll tracks as well with this. But these are going to be what you get for the personally enrolled baseline rank advancements. Again, you get more points if they hit it the following month again, and then you get even more points for having them maintain for that second consecutive month. Rise Arrow, we have been talking about this since the beginning of January. The two parts of that you're going to get points for are the enroll and the retain. Okay, so enrolling in the United States at 750 in new volume. One person in that new volume has to be a new consultant. So if somebody comes in on a consultant pack, that's 850 points, right? Or I'm sorry, the business pack, 850 points. That would be one track for every time you enroll somebody on a business pack. So show the value of what that is, everything it comes with, discounted products, and you can get 10 points. And this is only capped at 450 points. So that's a ton of points that you can get on these tracks and qualify for the trip. So realistically, somebody does not have to rank advance. Somebody does not have a personally enrolled person rank advance. They could get enough points just from this part of the incentive to qualify for the trip. So enroll, retain. Now, I know some people, they crushed it in December when we had the subscription point tripling that they could cash in on. Other people really crushed it with their customers last month with the 20% off sale. But even those of you that it seems hard to reach for that retain track, build up as much as possible till the launch of our product in October, and you're still going to have subscription runs with the new product, November, December, January, February, and March, that you can increase your retained tracks, even if it's at a high level, because you crushed one of those 2 months, December of last year or June last month. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. They tried to keep this one very simple with 3 ways to really acquire points. Get with your upline and roadmap this out. Raise your hand, reach out to them and say, I want to go to Alaska, and work with them to get this road mapped out. Because if you're waiting 2 or 3 months to start to figure it out, it's going to kind of put you behind the 8 ball as far as acquiring points and making sure you're on track for that 9-month stretch that you can get points. All right. And then the last part, I can't see a clock here. Oh yeah, I've still got a few minutes. This is dynamite. I must have been talking fast. Okay, so this was just announced here a couple days ago. It's a crazy offer. I've never seen the company do this before for newly enrolled consultants. So those of you that have been in the company prior to July 1st, this would not apply to you. It would apply to anybody that you newly enroll July 1st on to July 31st this month. So anybody that newly enrolls, all of their commissions earned this month, if they have a subscription template set up, which they should, we should be enrolling people with subscription templates in place. they're going to earn an additional 75% bonus on all their earned commissions this month. So let's say somebody comes in, they earn a check for $1,000. They're going to get an additional $750 added to their check. And it's every single part of the compensation plan. It's the tracks, it's the level bonus. It's going to be on the personal sales bonus, the profit difference. Every single area, you're going to increase it by 75%. That can be some huge money for people that are coming in. I would dangle this as a carrot for people that are on the fence. Get them enrolled now so that they have a little bit of time the rest of the month to get people on calls like Aaron Brockovich, the corporate opportunity meetings that you're going to see being done, and just really, really run with whoever you can get in for the rest of this month. Now in August, as long as they have that subscription run, they're going to get a 50% bonus on all of their commission earned in August. So if they make $1,000, company's going to add on another $500 to their payouts. Okay. So, you know, if we're talking $1,750 for the month of July and $1,500, you're over $3,000 already. And a lot of that is big chunks of the additional payments through this promo. And then the last part is going to be in September. As long as that commission runs in September, or as long as the subscription runs in September, they're going to earn a 25% bonus on all the commissions earned in September. So 75% can happen in July, 50% bonus in August, 25% bonus in September. I have never seen this done. I don't think that they've ever done it prior to us joining. So take advantage of what they're throwing out. I think we are on the verge of like this tsunami wave coming to LifeVantage with what's going to happen. And I couldn't be more excited. And that's why we're working as hard as we are right now. And that's why the company's investing so much into additional things like this, to really, really help you get other people involved into the company. You guys, we're in great, great shape. We're a debt-free company, tons of cash on hand. I think the last investor call was over 17 million cash on hand. They've invested millions over the last couple of years into our compensation plan enhancements. It just goes on and on what they're looking to do. And they all revolve around the basic principles of enroll, retain, and advance. So those are the basic principles you're going to hear over and over and over again for us. Those of you that have business centers, if you have a spouse position, anything like that for that Alaska cruise trip, you can qualify with any position that you have, but you can only qualify once. Okay. So if you qualified in 4 different spots, you're only going to get one Alaska trip, but I will give you a high five and I'll buy you a couple drinks on the cruise if you do it multiple times. But I will turn it back over to Michelle. I'm so excited for seeing who is the very first person on our team to hit the Alaska cruise points. I know that it was Aaron Beck who was the first one in our group to hit Africa. So let's see who can beat Aaron in getting enough points for the Alaskan cruise.
You guys, isn't it kind of crazy to think like, and I keep saying this all the time, 13 and a half years ago almost is when we joined, and we're more excited today than when we first joined. And I don't know how. I'm always just blown away by how much better and just more powerful and exciting things are. And when you have the scientific advisory board, the corporate people who are so excited about what's to come. These are not people of hype, right? That's not who we are as a company. We are all about the truth. And it gives me chills. You know, we're on our field advisory board call this morning too. We were talking about, and I'm looking, Issa's like right in the middle of my screen right now. And they were like, do you understand? Like, and then we're talking about collagen. Like Sean said, what we have now, you guys, is so massive, and you could just explode and just stay focused, right? People with Issa, would people, if they walked into your clinic today, and if you had a sign on the wall that said, I can help you increase collagen density by 100% in 8 weeks, Would you have people that would want that? Yes or yes? And would you have people that would literally spend thousands of dollars if they walked into a med spa to get those results? Seriously, she gave a heart. People would spend thousands of dollars if they walked into a med spa to hear that they could increase their collagen density by 100%. Guess who can increase collagen density by 100%, you guys? Who? Yes, we are at LifeVantage. We don't know of anybody else that can do that. Who here has felt and seen a difference with especially the Healthy Glow Stack, right? What we have is so much bigger. This is why our scientific advisory board, when that study came out of the combination of the two of them, cried. It's why you just see them so fired up about it. So we've got to really, really, you guys, get loud and be proud of what we have. It is such a gift. It is such a blessing. We were saying when we just got off of a call right before this, before we go to bed every night, we pray for you guys and we pray for the world and every individual out there that they can feel their best, right? Emotionally, physically, spiritually, all those things, and be their best financially, all of it. And we wake up and we do the same thing, but we cannot be quiet about what we have. You know, it's just, I think every day, what if Nikki Elsing would have never told me about this? What if she wouldn't have been brave enough to say, Michelle, I know you're passionate about people, health, and entrepreneurial. She had no clue how stressed Sean and I were financially. She had no clue. This is when Sean, you know, squirrel moment, and then I lose my train of thought, but I know it's end time. She had no idea our financial stress. She had no idea how sick I was. She had no idea of all of it. And we cannot take away that gift from people, right? There we go. Teachers can do that, right? Okay, Sean Paul, I'll hush. Yes, we have everything. All we need is the voices of you and the love. So reach out to your team. Numbers make me cuckoo brain. Anybody else here, you see like the qualifications for the cruise and you're like, I don't even know where to start, even though it's pretty simplistic. Anybody else? Okay, I get it. But reach out to your team and all of us and say, give me the roadmap. Tell me what I need to do this month. Tell me what I need to do next month. Because when Carrie Williams did that for me, then I did it. But if she wouldn't have, I would have just been out there floundering, which is fine because I just, you know, do that. But having the goal. So reach out and don't be ashamed of not understanding it, okay? Oh my gosh. Yes.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
It's okay. It's not, Suzanne, she says, seems impossible for me. No, everything number one is possible. If you guys haven't seen my Facebook post from last night about getting Ryan Williams on our flight, go look at my Facebook post. Everything is possible, number one. Number two, the easiest right now is for people right in your position, Suzanne. So we got you, all of you. We got all of you. Okay, so reach out to us, reach out to your team, and let's just have a big celebration in Alaska, Kansas City, and so much to celebrate. We're just love you guys so much. Yes, it's a decision. Look at Sean's tattoo on his wrist. Decide. Raise your standards. Change your life. Abundant mindset. We can do this, and we can do this together with one another. Yes, so let's hold each other accountable and make the magic happen. Sorry to be a ramble. Love you. Mwah. So much.
Have an amazing, amazing week. We'll see you on the call with Erin Brockovich tomorrow. Register for Kansas City tonight if you are not registered. Later, taters.
Later, taters. Love you.